How should we be?
Well, acts like I'm reading. You should like act horrified or something.
I will.
Okay, there's that. Now let's see where you guys look like normal people.
All right, so really serious?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, my timepiece don't ever stop. 6 sides, check them all, that's a lot to watch. All this time that I put in just to rock.
Hey everyone, this is Tashina from Logical Harmony, and today I'm here in the studio with Rowlan. We are going through and answering a bunch of questions that you guys asked him, so it's a great way for you guys to get a little more insight into him and what's going on, and let's get right into it. When did you start making music, and why did you start making music?
I started making music in like 2008. Originally I started and it was just therapeutic. It was so I could drain my mental, and then slowly as I got a fan base, it started to be to help other people and get other people through hard times and things like that, and let people know that others relate to them, and then it's just become my career path over time.
I feel like I have to sneeze though. It'll go away. Who inspired you to do music?
I'd probably say, firstly Eminem, because I grew up listening to him. But afterwards, I'd say more towards J. Cole. He influenced me so heavily and taught me so much musically and showed me why I should do it in a whole different angle.
Who in an ideal world would you like to collab with?
There's definitely a couple answers to this, but I would say if I could work with anybody, just because I was so heavily influenced by, I would say J. Cole as of right now. But I'm gonna for sure make that happen. So just in a more in a wider perspective, I would say Eminem, just because he might be at the end of his career by the time I even make it to that part in the next couple years. You know? Mm-hmm. She was ready to go right there. She's like, a little teeny fist, like ting, 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 ting.
Which of your own songs is your personal favorite?
Dang, that's so hard because I'm constantly creating. Right now, I'd have to say One Life or Born Hustler, just because it's really symbolic for like my grind and what I stand for, and the fact that you got to keep pushing and make it to where you want to be.
With the way your fan base is growing, when do you think you will finally make it big in the industry?
When you're going independently and climbing up like how I'm doing, there's never just this big 0 to 100. It's a steady climb, and I prefer that because then you're not, then there's nobody who can erase you. You know, that steady climb ensures a steady come down. My fucking vocabulary. I would already call where I'm at big in the industry, and it's just a matter of time. You know, it's just stepping stones. You know, each step is going to be closer and closer to where I want to be. So I would say within this next year will be what most people would consider big in the industry. But I already consider myself there, to be honest.
So how do you stay so motivated and grounded?
I would say it's just a matter of knowing where I came from, staying very focused on what I want out of life, and knowing exactly where I can make it if I just take this fully serious, you know, if I really put my work in and really put my time in and make it to where I want to be.
If you didn't do music for a living, what would you do instead, career-wise?
I'd probably be doing something with technology or something with animals. Those are the two things I'm really passionate about. Or comedy. I'd probably have a YouTube channel of public comedy, fucking with people, because I really like making people feel awkward. And I like making I like making fun of people in public. I think it's so fun to bring that laughter to random humans, you know, especially on YouTube. I watch that like crazy in the meantime. So
who is your biggest supporter and who has always believed in your ability to make it in the music industry?
My biggest supporter, I would say, in the end of the day, probably my sister, my older sister, just because she's loved my music since I first started this, like even before it was a real thing, you know, before it was something that everybody saw going where it's going. The first person that said I thought I would have success in the industry was probably my mom, just because she pumped me full of all this confidence and belief in myself that I could do anything. Has it been rolling this whole time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
And then how has your lifestyle changed since doing your music full-time?
I would say more than anything, I've just learned time management. Being able to be full-time with music, I've learned to manage my time. I've kind of I'm still in the process of this, but relearn what time is exactly, because I was always so used to a schedule that as humans we adapt to having a day job and doing things like that. So having that day job, you always think like, I gotta wake up at 9 a.m. and I gotta work and probably go to sleep by 1 or 2. But nowadays I've been going to sleep at like 6 a.m. and I'll like sleep till 12, because why not, you know? I have nothing to show up for outside of music, and I'm most creative after like 2 a.m. So just relearning that and kind of getting down having the work management, the time management.
What do you find the most effective way to grow a fan base organically?
I would say consistency. I would just say the fact that I'm dropping quality content consistently. That's why the fan base has gone exactly how it's gone, because when you're somebody who's dropping this consistently with quality content, it's gonna pick up eventually, you know? So we're looking at the camera.
Yeah.
This is cheap as fuck. I think you're looking at me. I think you're looking at me.
What is one lesson you've learned through your journey that you will never forget?
Nobody's going to give you anything. You have to actually work and want it yourself and make it to where you're going by yourself. When I moved to LA, I thought it was going to be this colorful journey and I was going to come across the right person that would love my music and put me on, but nobody wants to give you anything that they worked for. So that lesson's huge. Just nobody's going to give you shit. You have to get to where you want to be yourself.
What's your opinion on YouTubers using small parts of your songs as background music in their videos? Does it bother you, or is it okay as long as they link you in the description box?
Yes, so this is a question that I've wanted to confront. Actually, I did confront it in the vlog that Justin shot for me.
So anybody who sees this, feel free to use my music anytime you want. You don't have to hit me up and ask me. You don't have to shoot me a DM and ask. Anybody can use my music anytime. Just put my YouTube channel and my Instagram handle in the description. Same with podcasts, same with any other public thing. I'm not gonna chase you down for royalties and stuff, so use my music anytime you want. And tell your friends to use it as well.
Yes, YouTubers, always use my content. Anything you wanna use of mine, royalty free, I'm not gonna track you down and charge you. You guys need to use my content for that. Every vlogger on the tube should have the soundtrack from Rowlan. I said that in Born Hustler, I mean it. Like every vlogger, anybody who does vlogs, hit my content up, just leave my Instagram and YouTube in the description, and tell all your YouTuber friends to use it.
What shoes are you wearing in your latest pic, and when is the mixtape/album gonna come out?
Whew! That's some fire right there. The shoes I was wearing in my last photo, which would be the one with me wearing all black and the tan shoes at this time, those are called House of Future. They're actually a cruelty-free shoe. How relevant is this?
Yeah.
They're cruelty-free shoes, so they don't have any like real leather, because I'm vegan, as everybody knows. Don't have any real leather. They're all like ethically sourced, and I just found that company, and it's a company on the come up, so plan to support them a lot. I love them. For the next EP or album, I'm not going to give you any dates, but I'm going to say before 2018 arrives.
That's soon.
It's soon as fuck.
What is your favorite clothing brand?
Right now, it's kind of up and down. Like it's very up and down actually. But right now, I would say Represent. It's a London-based apparel company. They make a lot of dope stuff, but they also use a lot of sickening shit like for animals. I just don't rock their animal stuff. But the company itself is called Represent out of London, and I wear a lot of their stuff.
This is faux leather, by the way.
Hey,
just throwing that out there.
As long as it's that fake leather, that's all that's important.
Is there any new merch on the way?
Hey, the question of the year. Yes, so this is between us and now my live people who are on here. New merch is gonna be here in December. I'll say it again, new merch will be here in December, just wait for it. December 2017 if you're seeing this after. By 2018, shit better be so big that you should know when the merch is coming before I say it. I'm loving these questions. These are fire questions. Shout out to everybody asking these questions.
Would you ever let someone intern with your team?
People shoot me DMs and people reach out to me all the time saying, hey, can I work for you? Can I bring you value, etc., etc. Mainly from the Gary Vee movement. That's kind of how everyone operates. And it's a great way to operate. If I like how they seem online, then I'll have a sit down with them when I'm in their city or they're in my city. And then from there, I see what kind of value they can bring me, and then we'll kind of just work off of that. Like right now, I work with Justin very often. I work with Luigi very often. And it's just like, reach out to me, and if we have business working together and I believe in your content and you believe in mine, then that's what it is.
How do you find harmony or balance between the business side of the industry and then just the craft of your art?
I don't have to worry about like trying to keep everything balanced. I just act myself. I act accordingly, and everything kind of balances itself out. So I'm not someone who has to separate the two too drastically or anything like that.
Thank you so much to everyone who asked questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for being here with us at Kabuki Studios. Again, I'm Tashina from Logical Harmony. Obviously, you guys know Rowlan, and he'll see you soon. How do you stay so grounded and motivated?
I just, just looking at the camera?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to look like a stud muffin and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Be like,
Be a stud.
Good,
There you
yeah.
go.
All right, intro time. All right, so we're gonna